Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you another tasty recipe, mutton curry. Just a few months back, I tried this amazing recipe in a well-known restaurant. I noted down all the ingredients and tried a couple of times at home to make it perfect. I thought it will be really great to share the recipe with you so that you also get a chance to lick your fingers. If you really like to see such kind of unique recipes, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get my all updates. So let's get started. Welcome to Bong Chef. We need 500 grams of mutton, 4 boiled eggs, fresh cream, curd. We also need coconut milk, mustard oil, ghee, cashew and almond paste. In dry masala we need whole garam masala, black pepper, cumin and coriander powder, red chili powder, garam masala powder, turmeric powder, sugar, salt and jaipatri. We also need 3 green chilies, few garlic cloves and 50 grams of ginger. Let's blend it. This recipe also requires some nice crispy beresta. For that, I will chop 2 medium-sized onion. I always see well-known restaurants use beresta in their recipes to have that nice fried onion flavor. It's really hard to resist our beloved potatoes. Let's add 2 medium-sized ones and cut them into 8 pieces. So now let's add chopped onion to the heated oil and fry it in high flame. When preparing beresta, you always need to cook it in high flame. Once onions are brownish and crispy, lower the flame and get them in a bowl. Now slide your potatoes in the same oil and let it fry. Add some salt and turmeric powder for seasoning. Fry it for 2 to 3 minutes. Once you see it getting brownish, keep them aside. Now let's add 4 tablespoons of oil. For mutton and fish preparation, we Bengalis always prefer mustard oil. For flavor, I am using 1 spoon of ghee. Once our oil is hot, let's add whole garam masala. We'll saute it until the flavor comes out. In whole garam masala, I used bay leaves, big and small elaichi, cinnamon, black pepper and jaipatri. And then add the ginger, garlic and chilies paste. We'll saute the mix till the raw flavor goes away. Cook it for 2 minutes. When the masala is cooked, add all our powder masala. I have seen my mom used to use this trick by mixing all the powder masala together with water. Add mutton pieces once you see the masala is losing oil. We need to cook our mutton for 10 minutes in low flame. Now you might ask me why I am not using a pressure cooker to do this job. I will use it, but only when my masala and mutton are semi-cooked. Why I do this is because if I cook with the pressure cooker fast, lot of the juices will be half cooked and fill our mutton, which won't taste good. Now add curd, almond and cashew paste. Mix it well and cook it for another 10 minutes. Once the gravy thickens, add potatoes and mix everything. It's now time to add coconut milk. Instead of water, our gravy will be based on coconut milk. That's the specialty of this dish. Okay, here is the time when we use pressure cooker to soften the mutton with the gravy. Use rest of the coconut milk to increase the liquid portion. In my case, with just 5 whistles, the mutton became soft. We will add our mutton back to the karai. As you can see, we already have a thick gravy and our mutton is also very tender. Let's add the beresta and mix it with the gravy. Now add the fried eggs and cook it for 5 minutes in high flame. This is the color what I wanted. Now let's add a spoon of fresh cream. Slightly mix it. Our mutton curry is ready to serve. Add some chopped almond and little bit of fresh cream on top so that it looks amazing on your lunch or dinner table. I have tried this with Basanti Pulao and I am telling you they are the perfect match. If you enjoyed this video so far, please like, comment, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon. I will again come back with another unique recipe. Till then, take care. Bye.